welcome back to episode 2 of the Astral Express Only Challenge, a Star Wheel account challenge where we can only use Astral Express members. Today's episode we are taking on the first half of Belobog, and what other way to start it off than meeting the man, the myth, the legend, Sampo, the Emanator of Elation. Sampo is a wanted man, I don't know, I skip a lot of dialogue, but he is wanted by Jeopard and we just so happen to run into him. March tries to defend us by showing off a cool awesome move, but is only deflected by the wall of Belobog, and we actually end up taking him on in a fight. Quick fun fact about him, Jeopard's Japanese voice actor is Saitama from One Punch Man and Benimaru from Reincarnated as a Slime. Oh, then why'd he come back? But after fighting him, he forgives us and welcomes us to Belobog, the city of preservation. Upon entering Belobog, Jeopard gives us a quick tour of the city and explains the situation they're in, and we kind of explain to him who we are, what we're doing, and why we're here. Jeopard takes us to meet Cocolia, the supreme guardian of Belobog, and Bronya happens to be there having a conversation with Cocolia, but they get in a quick argument and Bronya's dismissed. So we explain to Cocolia who we are, why we're here, and she agrees to accept us into her city, and she actually provides us with a hotel. While we wait for our hotel rooms to get ready, we meet another character. We meet Serval, the owner of a mechanic shop and repairs outdoor heaters. So Serval invites us into her shop and she asks us if we can help her fixing a machine. And this introduces us to the first puzzle in Star Rail. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot this existed. So before heading to our hotel room, we actually have to talk to a trash can to keep the Astral Express spirit alive. It's also how you get a trash can profile picture. But man, do I love the interior of this hotel. Really gotta admire the architecture and what they did with the place. It looks really good. We get to our hotel room and there's a little Easter egg in here as well, where if you talk to the dresser, you can actually hide in it. And then when room service shows up, you kill them and you get rewarded for it for this praise of high morals. Don't really know what they do or what they're used for, but I think they stopped doing them, so I don't think they're that important. When we wake up and leave the hotel, we are greeted by Bronya, who is here to arrest us on the orders of Cocolia. And March actually says that this happens every third planet that we're downgraded to accomplices, and I figured 3 planets from Belobog is Amphorius, and they're downgraded to accomplices when Aglaya ties up Trailblazer and Don Hang, which I thought was pretty interesting. So March does some quick thinking and tries to plan out a way for us to escape. I think we escape by entering a fragmentum, not really sure what it's called or where we're at, but while we're here we do a little bit of puzzles and fighting monsters to open chests, and we actually do another old mechanic that I completely forgot about. It's like we actually have to fix a drone and then follow him, because they lead us to a chest. Totally forgot this mechanic existed, but while we're here, we eventually get caught by Bronya. Oh, she's a gun. No, so cool. Dang. So after taking down Bronya, the Astral Express thinks he's pretty strong and they're not up to her level. So March actually mentions to Don Hang, hey, now's a good time to show off your secret strength. So I don't know if this is like an Easter egg for Don Hang's future like form or his hidden power, or if it's just they're kind of like teasing each other and going back and forth. But none of it matters because only Sampo the goat is here to save us. There he is.
この散歩、助けてくれた友を見捨てるなんてできません。義理はちゃんと通すのがこの散歩なんです。
Sampo takes us to the underground area of Belobog where we meet more characters, such as Natasha and Hook. But since Sampo took us down here, he kind of disappeared, so Hook takes us to the fight club where we believe Sampo will be. We end up finding Sampa, who then introduces us to two more characters, such as Seely and Bronya. We see Bronya being attacked by the underground people because they don't like her because she's from the above ground, but she's saved by Seely, who just has some random butterfly quantum powers. Never really explained, but I guess it's cool. We later then have a dialogue with Bronya, which I thought was very unexpected. Bronya? Come on. Something wrong with you, okay. And a little bit more of skipping dialogue because who cares about the story. We get hit with the best text message string in the game. Truly a classic and probably one of my favorites. So this is the part where I start skipping so much story that I don't know what's going on anymore, other than that we're here to help the underground people of Belobog. But I just know we're fighting bad guys. I don't really know. But what I do know is that we're introduced to the second goat of Belobog. We end up finding two pieces to help fix a broken minecart that's blocking our way, and this is where we encounter the first struggle in this challenge, the first taste of adversity in this challenge, if you will. This big chonky robot is just sitting on us and doing damage to us, and there's nothing we can do about it other than just take it and accept it. So the main issue of this fight specifically was that this big chunky robot just sits on us and does a bunch of AoE damage, and we only have March as sustained. So once March dies and goes down, we don't have any sustained, and the fight is really close towards the end. So just watch the fight and look at how painful this fight is. Why is this the first thing I've struggled with? I'm dead. I just lose. I just lose. Look at how close he was to dying. He was so close, but we didn't have enough damage. So we had to go on an epic training montage and equip some green relics. Hope they're enough. And then we got to just go back and take them on. So free. Oh, yes, yes. Alright, GG. It's a wrap. Yeah, this is... So the second time around, we are successful and end up taking him down, and we turn the corner just to find another big robot guy guarding a yellow chest, so you know what that means. We gotta take him on. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Yeah. Dude, come on. Okay, we gotta run away. So after that embarrassing attempt at trying to take him on, we decided to ascend our characters just to get that much stronger, and we get a few more free pulls. Yippee! After some character ascension, we just ignore the Chainsaw Man. We don't go back to him. We just continue the story and we go into this new area, but we get sidetracked a little and we just find more monsters, more tough enemies to fight. And this first one, this wind centaur looking dude, he's guarding a yellow chest. You know what that means. We gotta fight him. I don't make the rules. Is this enough to kill? Nice. Woo, we did it. However, with this second fight, probably the most memorable, the most notable fight we've had to date. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't really know how to put it into words other than a lot of perseverance and patience. This fight was just a back and forth of who can spam skills more. We're spam frozen. We try to spam freeze him, but he's immune. It was just spam counterattack, spam shield, and spam ult. I think about 2 or 3 minutes of just that, because Donheng and Trailblazer died and only March could take the beating. It was one of the fights of all time. After the most interactive fight in all of Star Rail, we head to a playground where we meet up with Bronya and Seely, and there we learn that Bronya was actually an orphan from the underground, and she was taken in by Cocolia. We leave the playground and we run into Clara. After running into Clara, we go back to fight the Chainsaw Man, but this time our characters are ascended, and this fight is actually a lot easier now because of that. We end up breaking him a few times, and nobody dies this time, and we actually get to open the yellow chest, finally. Once we're done claiming our yellow chest, we head back to the underground city where we meet up with Hook. Hook is our guide to lead us to Svarog's robot settlement, And the goal here is to meet with Svarog and see if we can have a friendly conversation. But in order to do that, we actually have to open a gate, and to open the gate, we need 3 different keys. After collecting all the 3 different keys, March says the magic word that opens the gate. So we open the first gate, and there's a second gate for no reason. I just skipped all the boring stuff, and we meet Timmy. I really like the way Clara says Timmy, but Timmy opens up the gate upon Clara's request, and we encounter Svarog. So Clara asks Svarog on our behalf if he's open to help us, and he basically says no, and what better way to settle it out other than to fight each other in front of his daughter. Lands the freeze, that would be weird. Nope. Okay, wasted energy. Need to probably shield him, get his passive, his little orb thing. Yeah, just keep spamming shield and don't hang skill. Probably should have ulted with TV there. Okay, at least it wasn't Don Hang. That would be probably the worst. Freeze? Freeze? Come on, man, the freeze? No. So do I ult Svarog or the hand? Probably Svarog. Yeah. Raise break bar a little lower. Probably please don't die though, that'd be heartbreaking. And use this. Do good damage. Okay, that's pretty good. Don't die. I'm gonna die. Okay, nice. Oh. Freeze. Freeze. We land one. No, we got the hand. I need this shield on Don Hang. He needs to live. Keep hitting Mark. And now he's dead. TTV is dead. I wish I had Don Hang's skill, but I just need to do damage. Nice. Okay, this is free, right? Nice. After beating up Svarog in front of his daughter who had to defend him from getting blasted by a grenade launcher, which a medic has, Svarog eventually shares the information of the Stellaron, and Don Hang summarizes it pretty well.
性格が最悪の元凶であることをずっと前から知っていたということだ。だが、都市の安定のために彼らは真実を隠すことを選択した。そして性格を破壊する秘密の研究は失敗に終わった。今残る疑問は一つだけだな。なぜカカリアは急に考えを変えたのか。
After defeating Svarog and learning the information about the Stellaron, we reach level 20, and this is the Trial of Equilibrium, which is basically, do this trial, defeat these enemies, and you will level up your world level. So the enemies are harder, but you get better rewards. Totally forgot these existed. It's been so long. But yeah, I don't really know how to end off an episode on where I can make people want to watch the next one. But the next episode will probably end up taking Cocolia and finishing out Belobog and heading to Zenless, maybe? After Belobog, we gotta figure out the plan. But if you have any, suggestions, comments, feedback, criticism, I'm open to it, I'm all ears. If you like this kind of format of a video, or if you'd rather more in-game live commentary, I can try to work on that as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Also, hope your Hysilens pools went well. Because right now, as of recording, it is August 12th. and Hysilens will be releasing in about 6 hours. So good luck on those pulls. Subscribe and like the video. Woohoo!